Morat ću te malo smanjiti čovječe jer mi buči sve u sobi.
I kao tebe buči sve?
Sad je bolje, sad je bolje.
Pa da. Ne, sad ne buči. Jesi to, Mate?
Tu sam.
Si gledao ti malo ove streamove što streamam u Other World?
I'll thank you to check your weapons at the door.
Pa malo ono jednom.
Oh, I need a refill. Oh, pardon. You don't work.
Znači sad sam ti došao u jedan grad na jednom planetu koji je u biti kockarnica živa, kužiš.
Hey, if it ain't the cleaner, how'd the disposal go? Was it messy? I hope it was messy.
Ain't looking for trouble, no.
Čekaj, boj se možeš kockat, a?
Nisam ja primijetio da se ja mogu kockat. Kužiš, ima to nekih igara koji su postavili, ali ne vidi se da ja mogu kockat na njima. Ali svi su u tome, kužiš. Znači, sreo sam lika nekog koji je prokockao sve živo, kojiš pa nema para, pa sad
I'll keep it down.
taj da ima
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story?
Ima jako ovih zanimljivih priča i situacija, ne? A igra si to Fallout New Vegas, jel?
Da.
Pa baš se vidi da su da su oni napravili New Vegas, onak, kužeš, jer vidi se taj stil dizajna igre, kužeš, i svega. Tako da opet išli su, nisu htjeli da bude kopija Fallouta, da se razumije, da ne bi imali što se tog tiče problema, ali zato što opet nisu išli tim putem, znači nema pit boja, nema tih nekih stvari, kužiš, gdje si ti opet limitiran na taj način, razumiješ? Ali opet naprede se da imaš kompanjana, imaš ovo, imaš ono, kužiš.
Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, it's not one I really want an answer to. Not unless it accompanies some extra bits. Understand? More than you can afford at this time. Your eyes do not deceive you. This bar serves the sweetest firewater in all of Fallbrook. I got some snacks on offer too from time to time. If you're asking if it's Sublight owned, then yes. If you're asking if we give discounts to Sublight employees, then the answer is not only no, but doubly no. Ms. Malin built the bar, the saloon, and the town to boot. If you got business with Sublight, I suggest you follow up with her.
Dobro, šta nema cuge za prodat. To je to. Ništa, evo ti onda moj junk.
My bit cards are fully loaded and ready to be spent. Bring on the recreation.
I'll thank you to check your weapons at the door.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Catherine, you're as welcoming as ever.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise. I'll be sure to remember that, fella. Want to tell me what you need? Well, I'm half listening. Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the northern bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely. And I'll thank you kindly for it. If it's one that don't mind getting dirty, then I sure do. But how am I to know whether you're reliable, if not fully trustworthy? That you won't ever do. But I like your style, so I'm willing to take a risk. We'll consider it a trial run. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that. Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me. Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details. So long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut or his production lines ought to make do. If you got brass knockers, you can shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in. Assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Void if I know. Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery. Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end. It'll be more than good when you've finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Now there's a woman who knows what she wants. I like her.
She's fine. Well, so long as you ain't on her bad side. Then she's liable to drown you in the waterfall.
Always imagined Fallbrook would be...
Cleaner, fancier, stocked with better booze.
cheaper. I've emptied 14-bit carts in the last 2 hours.
That's because you've got a terrible tell. Whenever you're lying, your right eye twitches like mad.
It most certainly does not.
I wouldn't steer you wrong, friend. See? There it goes again.
Keep walking, Rung Leech. Ain't in the mood to chat.
On my way.
No problem.
Keep walking, Rung Leech.
Heading back. If you're feeling like the civilized type, the waterfall's a good spot to wash your clothes.
Keep walking, Rung Leech.
Not now. You'll jinx my luck.
Ain't looking for trouble. No.
Mind your own business, friend.
My bet's on citation in the autoloader races.
Booze like this leads to two things. Bumping uglies and brawling.
Mess him up! Nice hit! Who's ready for more?
Kak ide, Matija?
Evo super, tu igram se, zabavam se sa Scipom, osvajam motočića, no. Uzeo sam ono Sardiniju, Korziku, Siciliju, Kretu, Rodos, sad idem uzet kak se zove, Cipar, no. Idem i Englesku uzet, Irsku. Spadam se, znači, ono, sa motočićem uzimam, zabavam se.
We're doing this! Down they go! Been practicing this! Anyone else? I am a storm! We're done here.
I'd stake my reputation on this being an ambush.
Bunch of amateurs. Sublight should have seen this coming.
Stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway?
Da.
Hiding from the marauders that hit us, obviously. Now your turn. That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last Spratwurst an hour ago. cave like this makes a handy place to store goods or hide out for a spell. And the traps usually keep gawkers out. Catherine had us making drops for some big-shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret. The Marauders knew we were coming. Rigged the bridge with explosives and everything. If they found us, my guess is they found the client too. Last I saw, they were heading back up the hill. You'll see it on the right when you get out of here. If you've got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me? I'm headed back to Fallbrook, just as soon as I've caught my breath.
What's the hurry, right?
Keiko si friend? Keiko Si Sagi HR?
Dobro sam. Hvala na pitanju. A kako si ti?
De je balje brij my je by bio balje. Kisovito Sam.
A to ti tak ide. Kad je jesen.
Razmišljam se, moram krumpire ići staviti kuhat. Znači napraviti krumpir salatu i nekakve ribe. Znači nekakvu večeru.
Ja upravo večeram.
Da, dobar tek.
Hvala.
Pa moram nešto lagano pa se kontam. Znaš ona krumpir salata, onako naređe se na ploške, sam se skuha i onak malo lutit. Nisam da pišat pa da bacim krumpire da skuhaju.
Sam ti daj. Neće smetat.
De Bartek.
Hvala.
Nicely done.
Okay.
Vexing!
Please, you don't have to do this. Just let us down from here. The humidity is really uncomfortable.
Idam popatai tabletozie srce sto moro. Ozavayu igranjo video igre.
Hoću, prijatelju, hoću.
Look, I didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
Oh, I'd pay to see that again.
Come out and play!
We went all right. Libations on me, folks.
Da.
Izvoli.
A?
A onda koliko će ti platit?
180 je on platio.
Nemam za kruh. Sve što imam.
Moje.
Ne, ostavi. On će u ponedjeljak dići novca da imam da sam
Molim! Pa
ne možeš, imaš tamo u...
Muslim si sad, pogledaj se.
Dobro, onda još imam 70. No.
Prosti, ja sam mislila da je mali upao kod tebe da se bilo. Ćao.
They'll never see us.
thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd heard, but I'm up to the challenge. Anyway, what can I do for you? Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I've finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be my second greatest achievement after the reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge? I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous documentation.
You are? You could do a lot of good around here, you know. Don't go getting my hopes up.
But that's entirely the point. We've got to hope. We have got to partake once more of the full resources and opportunities of Halcyon.
What about the folks out in the wilderness? Amber Heights, Fallbrook? Will you share with them, or will you hoard those resources here?
My sincerest hope is for MSI to become a model for all of Halcyon. But we must start somewhere. But truly, I am getting ahead of myself. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data you're holding, of course.
Šta ima?
Pa eto, najevo se završio s poslom.
Da. Neka.
Šta to svi nešto igraju? Pa se nema. Šta ti radiš? Ti streamaš, a?
Mhm.
Trebate malo promovirat.
Streamam, jedem.
Trebate promovirat po svugdje.
Mhm.
Meni to baš čudno, to je nova igrica, streamaš to, a slabo gledaju.
Pa, zato što nemam puno subscribera, vidiš.
No, to je problem. Bavi si one kineske. Napiješ pregled, pa onda YouTube vidi, gle, ovom idu pregled i njega ćemo staviti u preporučeno. I eto, boom! Moraš sa ljudima gurat u gušću da te promoviraju. Doslovno.
Ili moraš uložiti u promociju.
Da.
Znači da plaćaš da ovi stavljaju te među prvih.
Šta ti je to, daš 10% svoje plaće i gotovo.
Da, aha.
Če, ti sad gore stalno ili kako ti dolaziš kaj u Hrvatsku?
Pa evo, baš mi Matija rekao, dolazim sad ponedjeljak.
Super.
Bit ću nekih tjedan dana u Zagrebu, pa onda idem malo na more. Tako da.
Ideš se kupat, a? A sad ti je predivno na moru tu kod nas, poplave i tako. Ne znam si pratio. Venecija potopljena.
Še?
Venecija potopljena.
Neka.
I cijela naša obala.
Ja kako znam, Venecija je od uvijek potopljena.
Šta?
Ja koliko znam, Venecija je oduvijek potopljena.
Pa ne, sad je baš potopljena. Ne znam, kad sam počuo da se za 1,80 m podigla razina vode.
Neka.
Šta, nije za zajebancu. A razlog za kaj su poplavljeni je zbog korupcije, jer su kao imali novce da se grade nekakvu obranu, šta ja znam. I onda znaš kako to ide. Na kraju nije bilo novca.
Da, normalno. Normalno. Ništa novo. Čekaj, za kog pričaš? Za Italiju i za Hrvatsku?
Italiju. Pa da, Italija je
bok te ne čudi me ni jedno ni drugo, znaš, da je...
Kak je to gore u Irskoj? Ima sigurno i gore malo toga.
Što misliš kako je u Irskoj?
Zemlja krumpira.
Zemlja krumpira, ćevapa i Hrvata.
Da. Još malo pa će Hrvati napraviti ustanak da se pripoje Hrvatskoj.
Ne može se nadat.
Nema šanse.
Tako je gluposti. Nisu mi Srbi. Na onoj tuđoj državi viču da je to njihovo.
No.
Ali nema veze. Mislim, nisu svi takvi, ali znaš šta hoću reći. Tako, sad sam pojao. Ja pojao.
I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Jej, nema više broadcasta. Dobro. Tako mogu sad ovom otići reći da broadcast je ugašen.
Ko je ovo bio nekakvi Kovačević? Ko je to?
Koga, čega?
Pa tu nešto, gledaju svoj stream. Davor Kovačević.
Aha, Davor Kovačević.
Da.
Pa da.
Ko li je to?
E pa, to što ga ti ne poznaš.
Zato i ti.
To ne znači da on ne pozna mene, to jest ja njega.
Sasvim logično.
Ne možeš ti znat sve ljude koje ja znam, znaš to.
Naravno da ne mogu znati. Ali te mogu pitati i onda saznat.
Pa sad.
Da.
To si djelomično u pravu.
To vidiš.
Znaš. Po tim djelomično mislim možeš pitat. A da li će dobiti odgovor? Location. Mi smo u Monarch. Dobro, onda tam je aktivno. Fast travel. Mislim sad da ti objašnjam ko je čovjek kad ga ne poznaš.
Dobro.
Mislim možda ga neš nikad ni upoznat. Ako budeš... Reću, to je... Znaš čovjeka, spita me. Ko je taj? To ti taj Pokemon.
Dobro, ne, uopće me ne zanima više ništa. Zašto je Japan otišao na šogunat jebeni?
Pa zato što Kina nije, znaš.
Pa ne, nek su trebali, krivi fokus je išao AI radit.
Pa da, pa to ti govorim.
Pa da.
Zato što Kina nije.
Ne valja to. Sad daram Kinu napast.
Ne.
A bi Kina trebala napast mene, ja ti ja njim ne napadnem. To je ono, caka, ne. Da.
A ko si ti?
Japan.
Sad neko, kako onda
Igram...
mogo Japan nešto odlučiti da bude
Zato
ako
jer
ti
se igra
nisi?
multiplayer,
Da.
a ja nisam došao na vrijeme. I AI je onda igra.
A to...
I tu je došlo do problema.
Aha, to znači.
Da.
A u tom zecu grm leži, znači. Da. Ne, kužiš sad, gle, sad znam, znaš šta, to sad meni sve jasno nije. Kužiš, ono, ne. Opet sam ušao s krije strane.
NX.
Neka se, tako i ja kažem. Neka sam, tamo mogu tu vendoru prodat svo smeće. Znači, već skupljam sve žive, onda sam prodam. A, parima ništa trošim. Ne kupujem ništa, doslovce.
No.
Dobro, hoćemo vidjeti. Jer u biti sve što koliko mi treba, nađem. Čak sam municiju bi prodao.
Da.
Tako ti kažeš. Ko je taj Pokemon? Ja nemam izgled da ne mogu dalje doći samo. Mislim da mogu.
Ne može.
Ne mogu, da. Čini mi se da ne mogu, da. A možda i mogu. A vidiš, možda i mogu. Dobar dan.
Do you hear that? It's the blessed sound of radio silence, which leads me to believe you have sweet, sweet news for me. Yes, indeed. I am back in business. But before we get down to it, might I ask how you handled the problem in the end?
Does it matter? Job's done.
Is that so? Oh, I believe it will. But the price I pay won't be to you. No, we've a bigger deal to settle. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments. You make it sound so scandalous. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history.
Now you hold on. I do not physically go between anyone but that of my choose. Oh, apologies. You meant, right. Yes, I braved the wilderness, so you don't have to.
Precisely. I really ought to give you a raise. Don't be ridiculous. We're resetting a broadcast tower, not filing taxes. There are no errands, spreadsheets, or rituals involved. It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical adjustments from in here. Eternal, no. What is wrong with you? Who would ever design something like that? However, you're welcome to brew me a Rizzo Insta-Coffee from the staff kitchen on your way back. Just step outside, flip the switch, depart forever. Understood? Good. Marvelous. We're in agreement.
This is why I stopped helping out around here, you know. It's always throw this lever, shoot that marauder, save my life. Just one thing after another with you.
I'm starting to see why you don't get much company out here.
Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated breath. Give a shout if the panel electrocutes you.
Testing 1, 2, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower. There's no need to assert your dominance. I doubt I can make you do anything you don't wish to. Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior, but I must admit I have grown rather fond of you. As Nyoka can attest, I do not form attachments with many. Do take care.
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons. He really does like you, Captain. What in the void-blasted hell is that?
Black holes! Did you see that? Looks like a UDL ship. Based on the gunnery attachments, I guess it's one of the board's blockade enforcers, but don't cite me on that. Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me. Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that? Architect, save me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting? Yes, but... Hiram, are you there?
Eto me, krumpir salata gotova.
Eto te, neka te.
Nisi valjda napravio
Jesam.
The good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons.
Jedan kiseli krastavčić
That's a
sam na
UDL
cicku
gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off.
Jadan taj krastavac.
you still retain a shred of sanity. We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module and we will save our colony. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do, so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my void damn channel! I am more than finished with you lot.
Evo, jadan Vučić je hospitaliziran zbog kardiovaskularnih.
Hvala Bogu.
Kaže ima problema jadan sa srcem, pojeo previše čvaraka, suđuka i ostale gluposti koba. Počepilo mu se sve živo.
Jadan čovjek. Baš mi je.
Ja bi mu odnesao kulen da sam Kolinda. Kaže, sretan ti oporavak kod srca, evo ti kulen.
Trebaš grijalicu.
Ti ga u šusu.
Ja sam se uzeo da mi grije noge. Sam uzeo mi nekako.
Ti grijalicu koristiš da ti grije noge.
Da, Matija, da.
Nečuveno.
Da. To je baš strašno.
Huh? Hey.
Not bad, huh?
To shreds, you say?
That does it. Time for a drink?
Tako ti kažeš.
Kaže, godinu dana od početka žutih prsluka na ulicama Pariza i kaže, prigodom toga su zapalili Pariz još jednom.
Neki.
Kad stojiš ovdje, Bog te, pa ispred bi vojsku propucali tam par stotina ljudi da ostane ležati i da vi više nisu želi. Kaže, ups, joj, slučajno je otkinulo tamo 2-3 stredice, znate.
Ma da, slučajno.
A to ti je onda nije imitacija.
A demokracija je da ljudi idu i pale glavni grad.
To je demokracija. To je demokracija. Da glasaš za lopove i da lopovi vladaju svijetom, to je demokracija. Di ćeš bolje?
Onda moraš naći svojeg lopova, pa to bar jednostavno.
Here they come. Can't get past that armor.
Watch a pro at work. Just like that.
To shreds, you say? Nice. That's the last of them. Covering you! Show him how... Huh? Ah, it burns! I got this!
I got another fight for me.
You go on ahead, Captain. I'm not keen on ships, even when they're in the best of shape.
Me too. You know corpses shit themselves, right? Enjoy the smell.
gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are. Thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. This is your chief engineer signing off for what is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this middle finger I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
Watch your step on Monarch. It's not just the monsters and sulfur pits you gotta look out for. I admire your grit, but some wounds don't heal. And I say that as someone who's plugged a few severed aortas. Ginger Chops and the Pencil Pusher. By all accounts, Sanjar and Graham have been at each other's throats for years. Digging into their personal history isn't gonna change anything. Honestly, stay out of it. We've got our own problems to deal with. I try to save my captain a headache when I can. Usually ends up saving me one too. Hey, I'm the doctor here. That means I'm supposed to be the one nosing into your business. Anyway, I can take a hint. You stay out of mine, and I'll stay out of yours. Anything else? I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
Kojište moreske legvane. Dakle, stoji na kamenu, sunčasto i onda ga Valga pljusne. I ide u more gušter.
Da.
I jede moreske alge, pazi.
Zašto ne? Zašto ne? Pitanje je, Matija, da li ti
No
jedeš
complaints here.
alge?
Pa i ne baš.
What's up? What's with the pleasantries? You want to know something? Just ask. I didn't. I was born into security detail, and when the corporations abandoned this place, I stayed. I mean, I wasn't sent off to school like I should have been. I was born here, and my parents kept me. Raised under the monarch sky. Been breathing sulfur since I
10
knew how to
minuta
smell it.
može biti ispod
This place
vode,
is all I
a ne zato što ne mre dulje držat dah, nego zato kaj se ohladi se toliko. Pa se mora vratiti nazad budala da se zagrije na suncu.
Yeah, at first we all thought it was about damn time. I don't know if you've noticed, but Monarch ain't exactly easy on the spirit. Then it got uglier than a rat eating a sour grape. Everything that could have gone wrong did. Townships were promised evac shuttles that never came. Overland routes were attacked by marauders and wildlife. Supplies went missing, our equipment started corroding on account of the sulfur in the air. It was a fine mess.
Trči gušter ko mutav, jebate, taj kaj ide i pod vodu. Ide ko raketa.
I don't know. But at least we'd have
Znaš
money
kako
to back
glupo
us
izgleda,
up.
ima onako
Supply
krudlastu
shipments.
glavu, onako.
Food that we don't have to hunt down. Look at MSI. They're getting along fine. I have to think the corps could have made it work if they'd
Sad
reprioritized.
je škanjac je došao i znaš kako ga je sjeba. Primi ga za glavu sa kanđama i
Drušću te udruzi za zaštitu životinja.
Evo, škanjac pojeo guštera.
Don't be naive, Captain. We'd still be on Earth if the corporations hadn't ponied up to the bits to get us out here. Progress requires structure. Nobody's gonna build a sewer pipe or a road if they don't got a boss telling them to. The bureaucracy's necessary.
glupe ptice, onak, dero se jedno na drugo, i onda se komačuju sa pionovima. Evo da stavio tribu peć.
Ajde.
Ajde.
Ko sad zove?
Yeah, well, I ain't. No matter how many times I find a spot in the woods to do my business, I still miss toilets.
The gunship. Have you secured its targeting module? Mount its guns to our walls or the walls of Stellar Bay. The board is coming, Captain, and these weapons will defend us from their blasphemies.
Message. Message.
Eto me, morski krokodil. Ima i morskih krokodila, nisam znao.
Pa da. Ima svega. Ima i morski kiseli krastavac, znaš. Kupiš kisela krastavac, umočiš ga u more i to je to.
Evo me.
E, ja mislio ti tu cijelo vrijeme.
Ne.
A da.
Nikako.
On se zajebao, šeći se oko.
Ko se zajebao?
Ne znam ja.
Why wouldn't they? As we speak, our message assaults their populace through their favorite entertainment mediums. Surely their retaliation will come soon. All right. I'm sorry. As long as it's been, I'd still rather not speak of it. That was a painful day for us all. All people are part of the Philosophist family. I've come to accept that. along with the additional weight of their deaths. The iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state of affairs, to be sure.
Svi jedu ove male morske kornjače, no, sve ove životinje, ptice i ove morske životinje. A ova je jedna maslinasta želova, ode i one sve zajedno dođu, njih 400.000 dođu na istu obalu, no i izlegnu, kaže, oko 40 milijuna jaja.
Pa da.
Kaže, onda kad krenu male kornjače, kaže, nema tu i tam koja, kaže, ono more kornjače moste.
Pol njih crkne od plastike, pol njih pobiju ptice.
Pa dobro, a od 40 miliona preživi njih pun kur.
A ne dovoljno.
The gunship. Have you secured its targeting module?
Baš sam večer gledao, bio je jedan otočić i trunula su jaja od tih kornjaka morskih. Zato je otočić bio prenisko i ona kako su zakapala ova jaja,
From one disgruntled employee and his like-minded compatriots to the very movement you see before you.
Su napravili, donesli su pun kurac pijeska i digli su za 1,5 metra visinu otočića, no, sa pijeskom. I sad dođu kornjače i zakopaju na...
Mount its guns to our wall. I have faith in my people, Captain. The universe does too, else it would not have delivered us this opportunity.
Matija, jesi skinuti taj Company of Heroes?
Ne.
Moraš to skinuti. Da igrat ćemo ja i Razar to.
Tako ti je.
Nema to skidati.
Pa besplatno je.
Evo, ako ćeš Ogi igrat s vama, onda ću ja doći ovdje.
No, sad je besplatno, bol.
Gdje je besplatno?
Na Steamu. 2.
Kaže, ali dobijem picu ako skinem.
Evo ja ti šaljem.
Pa ne može ti, ako šalješ onda hoću ti dilaš sa kravama, hoću bar biftek ili 2 I to ribicu.
Ja ti u to ne ulazim.
Ne znam ja. Ja sam
At last, now we must secure the Stellar Bay landing pad. We will fortify the city against the board's assault.
To je to,
I'm all for fighting the board and all, but
mito I korupcija su živi u modernom
just don't shoot too many of my drinking buddies in there, all right?
And you, Captain, are you prepared?
Ne, da mi se fakat pucače ne igra.
Our hearts have long since closed to one another.
To je RTS.
He is blinded by his love for bureaucracy.
Napetosti, ono, di se ja moram trzati tu igricu.
Jo, strašno je.
This is it. Let us save this planet once and for all. Meet our forces in the ruins south of the city. Come prepared. Sanjar is sure to go down swinging.
My Little Pony.
Ne.
Ja dođem odmah.
Ajde.
Ševik, nema isteš ovdje?
Don't mess with us.
Welcome to the Iconoclast, asshole! And Zora can see me now! Damn you! You'll pay! Wait!
Here they come.
Wait! Yeah, that's how we fucking do it!
The last of them.
Take him down!
I'm out! Reloading!
Their mistake. Can't get past that armor!
Eto ne. Opet ćem neku ribu tamo onda. Evo.
Ma dobro, da.
Evo, ja moram paziti ovo.
take a hint?
Koja ptica ima onako kukmicu napred po zuzu, koja da ima onak šiška, onak zalizane prema napred.
Ma ćeš gledaš.
Tu neki ovi plavi plavi. Ali ide da, brate. Plavi planet sad pričaju o obalama, kao staništu. Kao fora dokumentarac sam to.
Fun. Damn, but we're good. done, Captain.
Disposal mode.